Hello everyone, and welcome back to the world of Thetis. Um, I am just finishing the Warden's Keep quest line, and I'm headed to the party camp, and so I opened my journal, and I actually saw this quest here called Ancient History, and it says, learn more about the history of Soldier's Peak. The history of Soldier's Peak is starting to be fleshed out, but you are missing one final clue. I thought I was done here, but apparently I'm missing one final clue. I have no idea what it's talking about. And likely I could be searching here for a very long time to find out what this clue is that I'm missing. So I'm probably just going to look it up to see if I can find what this final clue is, because I have no idea what it's talking about. I mean, I could just search everywhere until I find something, but yeah, I have no idea what I could be missing out on. So I'm gonna look up really quick and try to figure out what could I possibly be missing here. 1 second. Okay guys, I just looked it up, and apparently I'm incredibly lucky that I did not leave. Because apparently if you leave, this quest goes away and it's impossible to complete unless you stay here. Now, I didn't know what I was supposed to be looking for, but I looked it up and it says I need to go to the collect all 4 codex entries, the statue in the southwest corner outside the fortress. Now, that one I've already collected. I have to interact with these different statues and stuff. That's this statue here. I've already collected that one. And then it says the book in the archives on the first floor unlocks Codex entry, The History of Soldier's Peak, Chapter 2. So I need to go inside and click on that one. Okay, so far, I think I've collected all 3 of those then. If we go to Culture and History, yeah, The History of Soldier's Peak, Chapter 1, 2, and 3. So I already have those. So the last thing, the corpse on the wall of Avernus's Tower unlocks Codex entry, The History of Soldier's Peak, Chapter 4. That's the one I don't have. So I need to go to Avernus's Tower. Oh, there it is. Definitely did not see that.
It will be done.
There it is. The History of Soldier's Peak Chapter 4, quest completed. You learned about the establishment of the base and its founder's last days. The records state that Commander Austrian may have built secrets into the base and may have hidden something important somewhere in Soldier's Peak. You found the clues, but where do they lead? What? This thing just keeps going? What? Okay. Okay, so first off, let's read those codex entries because I haven't read them. I've only read chapter 1 and I don't remember what it said. So let's reread those. I need to be going to, yeah, I'm on the right. Here it is. So chapter 1, the Grey Warden base at Soldier's Peak was built in the middle of the Glory Age, several decades after the Second Blight was ended. All right, let me get a sip of my coffee here. It's like, it's 7 o'clock for me, 7 a.m. There we go, it's good. The Grey Warden base at Soldier's Peak was built in the middle of the Glory Age, several decades after the Second Blight was ended. Before then, Grey Wardens in Ferelden would take up residence in castles and forts that belonged to generous nobles. Warden Commander Gaspar Austrian desired a fortified headquarters where his forces could train and live. He planned that Soldier's Peak would be a city unto itself. The defeat of the Darkspawn and the archdemon Zizikael was fresh in the minds of the Ferelden people, and many were willing to donate gold to build Commander Austrian's fortress. Soldier's Peak was fully completed within 10 years and dedicated to the Maker 934 Glory Age. Okay, so Chapter 2. As he approached his 60th year, rumors swirled that the corruption in Warden Commander Austrian's blood was beginning to take its toll. According to reports from the time, the commander experienced terrifying waking dreams and heard his name whispered from the dark corners of Soldier's Peak. It is said that Austrian would spend hours locked up alone in the great hall of the base, muttering to himself, though no one was ever able to make out what he was saying. Many also believed that Austrian began in secret to draw up plans to expand his fortress, adding to it hidden passages and alcoves, all to protect himself from the shadows that pursued him. Okay, there we go. We've got some hidden alcoves and passages. No one knows whether Austrian was able to complete his project, for his deterioration had become obvious to anyone who spent any amount of time with him. He was quickly replaced by Warden Commander Frida Halwick. Austrian was taken to Orzammar, where he submitted to the calling, the last writ of the Grey Wardens, and went to his death with honor. Okay, so it was he became too old, and the corruption from the Grey Warden ritual, I suppose, kind of made him go insane. Chapter 3, and he was replaced. So after Austrian's death, the rumors and theories became increasingly outlandish. One of the more ridiculous rumors told of Austrian's infatuation with an elven princess of lore, whom he was trying to resurrect in a final ritual chamber through the use of blood magic and the princess's favorite food, raspberry jam. Okay, that would explain the raspberry jam. They say it's a ridiculous rumor, though, almost, but maybe it is true. He was infatuated with an elven princess. That is so weird. Warden Commander Frida Halwick launched a thorough investigation into Austrian's secret plans, but was unable to uncover any evidence that anything in Soldier's Peak had been changed. Commander Halwick declared that the rumors about Austrian were a slight on his memory and that anyone found repeating them would be harshly punished. The stories were thus silenced. All right, in the history of Soldier's Peak, Chapter 4, there was one mystery, however, that persisted, and this mystery perplexed even Commander Halwick herself. When Commander Austrian went to his calling in the deep roads, he did not have in his hand his sword, Austrian's might, forged for him by dwarven smiths and presented to him upon the completion of Soldier's Peak. Nor did he pass the sword on to his successor or to any other Grey Warden. While some maintained that Austrian had simply destroyed the sword in his dotage, others believed he had stashed it away somewhere in Soldier's Peak. One young warden claimed that Austrian had once grabbed him by the shoulders, fixed him with an unwavering gaze, and said, "The sword will remind you what it is to be a warden. Speak your oath to me when the shadows come. You must speak the words." What this was supposed to mean was never made clear. Okay, let's. I think that's the hint right there. That's the puzzle piece. That's how we find out where this secret cache is. Now I could just look it up, but and just find out where it is. But I kind of want to try and give it an honest shot. If I find it on my own, that would be amazing. That would make me feel very good. But I won't waste all my time doing it. But the sword will remind you what it is to be a warden. Speak your oath to me when the shadows come. You must speak the words. Speak your oath to me. Speak your oath to me. So, whenever the joining ritual occurs, when you become a Grey Warden, isn't there like an oath that you give or something? Fire demon. There's Austrian's portrait. Wow. There it is. I was wondering, I was like, why is this little place right here, like, pointless here? Now, I'm trying so I see it here, Austrian's portrait, but what I'm really curious about is how would I have found that just using this? The sword will remind you what it is to be a warden. Speak your oath to me when the shadows come. You must speak the words. You found an old painting, one dating back to Commander Austrian's times. Perhaps Austrian's history points to this. Recite the Grey Warden Oath, which I don't remember, by the way. Oh, God. There it is. There's Austrian's stash. Wow, there's Austrian's might. And you know what? It's a one-handed weapon. Since it's a one-handed weapon, that means Alistair can use it. Alright, let's put it in there then. There you go, man. Warden, Alistair, you should be incredibly thankful to have that. Jeez, that's something interesting. Quest completed there. Well, that was really fun and interesting. There's no way, I think it's regret. So basically, all of that codex entry really told us, it didn't tell us where to find this last clue. All it said was basically um what to do once you find the place. It just says when the shadows come. Is that a reference to the campfire casting shadows? Um there's shadows because of the campfire, but that's so vague. That's such a vague hint. There's no way I could have found that on my own just by, oh, the shadows come, therefore it must be a fireplace. Like, there's no way. But anyway, that's cool. So Alistair's got a nice sword. So now we're done. Now we are done with this base. I actually thought we were done, and you know what? It's really weird. I think about the end of last episode, and the last episode, I almost walked out. I almost walked out, and I turned back at the last second because I didn't want to go to the main map. I wanted to save the party. I wanted to save going to the party camp for the next episode. So I read on this wiki here that if you leave, then you can't complete that. Like it's shut out to you. So I'm really lucky that I held off. So let's go to the party camp and just talk with each other. All right, here we are. So I wasn't greeted with a cutscene as soon as I walked in. I thought maybe I would be. All right, let's talk to Lilliana.
I was just thinking about what happened to the elves, and I'm reminded of a song sung to me many years ago. It was when my mother died, and this wise elven woman comforted me and told me that we shouldn't fear death or hate it. Death is just another beginning. One day, we must all shed our earthly bodies to allow our spirits to fly free.
That is comforting. A new beginning.
It's a beautiful sentiment, I think. One that brings peace and hope to the grieving.
Whoa, what's going on? Is she about to sing? That's Lilliana? No. Wow. I didn't know that was Lilliana. All right. It's a little bit too dramatic, but of course Morrigan's like, shut up. Whoa, am I like smitten? It's a little weird to be like sung to right in your face, but it is pretty. Is she actually saying anything? Is that like Elven or something? Well, that was dramatic. That's what just happened. Okay. Okay. Number one, it was beautiful. Number two, was a little awkward. It's like just to randomly start singing like that with no warning. But very beautiful, Lilliana. I'm still interested. I'm still interested in romancing you, but that was a little odd. Okay, what do you think about this, Oghren?
Just leave me alone, Warden. Seriously.
Come on, bro. Really? Why are you upset? What's going on, man?
Upset? Ugh. I don't get upset. I get drunk. Did you want to talk about something?
No, not really. I was just saying hello.
Aye, well, hello.
Ah, come on. Hey, it proves. Does he have, like, really low opinion of me? Is that why he's acting that way? No! He actually kinda likes me just barely. He's actually plus 19, and he's still like, leave me the frig alone. Okay, dude. Okay, man. I get it. No, I mean, I don't get it, but okay. Morgan, I know you heard that singing. But I will say this. That background music that I'm hearing right now, like right now, you can sort of hear it. That's Lilliana. That is so cool to know that that right there is Lilliana. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that was Lilliana. It's nice to know that that music that I'm hearing at the title screen is her. Wow, that's really mind-blowing. I did not expect that.
What do you wish of me?
I forgot one of these is really bad. I think it's the personal thing. I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
Never mind. I think I've already talked to her. Okay, so I came back to the party camp, but there really wasn't anything to say that anybody cared to say.
Something on your mind?
Never mind. Okay, so, alright, so that's not... That kind of... Other than that song, that was amazing. That song was amazing. Okay, one other thing I want to do is, what was the one where I could... There was one, yeah, it was the precious metals. Yeah, the smuggler Rogek needs you to take a shipment of lyrium to the Circle of Magi. I want to do this just because I want to get, so I've got the contract there is a mage named Godwin. I want to complete that just because I want my return on my investment. I spent 40 sovereigns. I spent 40 sovereigns on that damn thing.
Yes.
And so, I want my 40 sovereigns back, and maybe even a little profit too. So I'm about ready for that. Better give me my sovereigns back. Alright, so I'm looking for Godwin. Oh, Alistair. Oh god, he's finally got 40 strength. You guys know what that means. He's got 40 strength. So that means that he can finally wear some really good armor. Man, Alistair's really getting the upgrades today. The Warden Commander gloves, the Warden Commander armor, first of all. If we look at the stats on that, way stronger, okay. There's just no question of look at that. The Warden Commander boots, plus 50 stamina, way more strength. And Warden Commander gloves. Man, you are so freaking lucky. Way better on that too. And you are decked out, my guy. So yeah, look at Warden. Now Alistair is absolutely decked out. He's got the Warden Commander, all the Warden Commander big stuff on. The Helm of the Legion, is any of this better? Physical resistance might be better than the slight dip in armor. So he's completely decked out here. He's got a brand new sword. Like, he is doing well. I'm glad I have him on my team. Wow, there's a lot of stuff here. What? Did this... This just pointed that way.
Yes.
Watch guard for the reaching. Oh, what is this? Summoning the second? What is going on? Summoning the first. Let's click that. A spirit hog.
Very well.
Okay. Huh? What the hell is this? Okay, guys, I am really confused as to what's going on here. Okay, I'm gonna look this up because I am very, very confused. Yes. And then touch the summoning the third. Now, I'm gonna read this before actually touching it to see if there's something I'm supposed to know. This will summon a Fade Rifter, which attacks immediately and will drop charged mitts. I sure hope it's, like, worth it. Summoning Sciences. Okay, I'll definitely come back to that. The quest is completed, but let's attack him.
Yes.
All right.
It will be done.
Charged mitts. Maybe that's something I could use? No, I mean, it's for a mage, so inventory, let's go to Win. Let's see if she likes charged mitts. Electricity damage. All right, let's try it out. It has less, I don't know. Let's just it's funny because it doesn't actually show any mitts on her at all. Okay, that was weird. But anyway, I want to find the dang Godwin. Let me find Godwin because that's what I came to do in the first place. And then, yeah, all right, there you are, Godwin.
They say you were the one who helped the Circle. I'd kiss your feet if I didn't think you'd kill me. I'm Godwin, Mage of the Circle.
Ah, so your name is Godwin. I met a dwarf who mentioned you.
Rogek? Well, he's a personal friend, and sometimes we, you know, correspond. Did he, have anything for me?
Absolutely. He had some lyrium, but I bought it, so you're dealing with me now.
Yes, yes, I'll take it off your hands
I
right
accidentally
now.
clicked the wrong frickin'
What
thing.
about 50 sovereigns? That's a good price, no?
75. Let's say, make it... That probably requires higher persuasion than I have. Make it 60 and we're in business.
You drive a hard bargain, friend. If I had children, they'd be starving. But I don't, so here's your gold. Out of curiosity, do you know why this lyrium took so long to get here?
Ah, well, Orzamar's gates were closed because of political unrest.
Dwarves and their politics. Always causing trouble. How is the situation now?
Oh, well, they have a new king.
Ah, I see. Well, I just wanted to know if I should expect another late delivery.
Well, Actually, I'm curious, why do you need all this lyrium?
Well, mages need lyrium for spells and things.
Things?
Nothing you'd know about.
I don't know. I'm curious. And I saved you.
Yes, however, you'll forgive me if I choose to withhold some information. I'm sure you have far better things to worry about, after all.
Okay. My persuasion wasn't good enough. 60 sovereigns. Wow. Super happy about it. It's not completed? You managed to find Godwin despite the chaos in the Circle Tower. The lyrium is now in his hands, and it's time to tell Rogek that you're done with your side of the bargain. Oh. Oh, so I don't get to keep the 60? I have to give... Ah. Are you serious? Alright, well I guess we need to go see Rogek again.
It is sometimes so hard to believe that you have been through so much at such a young age.
I think I look younger than I am.
Yes, that is possible. When I was your age, I was just about ready to take on my first apprentice. In hindsight, perhaps I should have waited a few more years. I was arrogant, my confidence bolstered by my youth.
It is so hard to imagine seeing you now.
Oh, I've had some 2 decades or so to grow mellow. Believe me, back then I was quite prickly.
So you are like a fine wine, yes? Losing the raw edges over time.
I suppose there is some truth to that analogy, but dear Maker, I do hate being compared to wine. Or cheese. Especially cheese.
Okay. I think they get along pretty well. Okay.
Well, if it isn't my new best friend. You make it to the tower yet?
Yep, package delivered, as promised.
Excellent. I must say I wasn't sure I'd see you back here. Now, that was 10 sovereigns we agreed to, right? Right. Just testing. If you weren't paying attention, I know you didn't need the coin, right?
Alright, well I got 20 sovereigns from this whole thing. And, you know, I could have just not gone back to him and kept everything. But, you know what? I'm really happy I got 20 sovereigns out of that. If we go to our inventory, I have 192 sovereigns. I am rich. I am absolutely rich as far as the game is concerned. Which, since I'm so rich, I should definitely be getting some dang armor. The problem is that I can't freaking wear anything because my strength is so low, and it sucks. It's like, why can't I wear good armor? Okay, everyone. Well, this was just a short episode, I think. Discovering a few secrets. One secret thing that was going on in the Mage's Tower, which I thought was weird, and then also the secret of the Warden's Keep. Very interesting. Next episode, we will do a King's Confidant, and then after that, we'll do a Golem's Memories. After we finish these 2 pieces of premium content, I think we will go back and start doing the main quest again. Alright, thank you everyone for joining me, and I will see you next time.